guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Grace if you're new here, and this is the Rusty Thicket, and today we are finally doing the 2024 mood board. So I'm really excited to share everything that I have kind of put together for you guys. I made this little presentation through Canva, and it's just the perfect way to show all of my inspiration instead of like scrolling through my Pinterest. So the initial idea is called Forgotten Garden. This is the new logo that you guys have been seeing around. Everything for 2024 will officially be switched to this. I have a couple of versions for obviously different reasons. The main logo is full color, and then I have like a full color with a background and a plain black and white. This is what I designed for my banner and also for my new shirts, which you will be seeing at my next event very soon. So on the left are all of my sort of original color palette swatches. I like keeping it very neutral because then I can focus on adding some jewel tones as accent, and this year, and most of the years I guess, I've already kind of done this kind of red and yellow mustard thing, but this year specifically I have a few ideas for these two colors, which will probably play out better on screen when I'm actually doing them versus here in this presentation. But these are some elements and shapes and illustrations, as you can see. I pick and chose some things off of Canva that they had available just so that I could kind of get a visual representation of the kinds of items I'm looking to include this year. Buttons, thimbles, flowers, basically anything that says grandma's sewing in the back garden, but it's all overgrown. And this is, of course, the aesthetic that I'm sort of going for. Just overgrown, forgotten, but not really like lost, you know? Like you just forgotten in the sense that you're living very slow and things don't have to be crazy tidy and not everything is perfect and some stuff is rusty. And I just really like this aesthetic because I feel like it ties great into Goblincore. Alright, now this I'm very excited about. This is going to be my custom display builds. I'm going to start working on these as a project for the channel very soon because I want them ready for my first event in February. The bottoms are going to be like a type tray, and the top is going to be a grid, like a pegboard grid, and then I'm going to beat it up and make it look old. I wish I could find type trays here in Okinawa, but they're just not really a thing. And then obviously I would like for that to be able to fit in a bike trailer at some point for the future. Another exciting thing this year is that my YouTube birthday is in February. It'll be 2 years, and I think it's the perfect opportunity to bake a little log cake of some kind. It might look like this one, it might look more like a Yule cake, but we will figure out how to make different edible mosses and some cookie mushrooms and maybe some sugar flowers and stuff like that. It'll be really cute. This year I have 2 Halo projects that I would really like to bring into my vendor events, and that is going to be hand-embroidered thrifted cardigans. You see here with the mushrooms and the vines, we've done something similar on the channel already, but I really want some to sell. And then I would love to find some Kiss Clothes bags to be jewel. I think that's very Goblincore. I would love to have one, so maybe a few other people would as well. Another thing I'm changing this year, usually I do thrift my frames, but unfortunately the small ones are just more and more difficult to find, so I went ahead and purchased all of the frames you see here. I will be working different ways with those. Some will be 3D, most of them will be watercolor paintings, of course, and then the ideas of these paintings in here are just, you know, for reference, nothing that I really fully plan on doing. Same with these stickers. This is just kind of the vibe I'm going for. I would like to introduce some different kinds of stickers instead of just plain, like just regular gloss is what I mean. I would love to do a clear one, maybe something with a little bit of, you know, glitter or something sparkly, I'm not sure. And then all around I just would like for them to be a bit more complex in imagery because a lot of my pun ones were really simple. I hope that goes well. I'm always going to make a bookmark. I love a useful item, especially if it's beautiful. So this is just physical, visual representation of what those will look like. I hope to bring in more full color ones and ones with borders, and just with my new printer especially, these should be much nicer quality than what I was able to give in the past. This year, if I can find them locally, because I'm trying not to purchase very many things online if at all possible, I would love to start painting wood boxes again. This is something I did a long time ago, and I really miss just occasionally being able to work with acrylics and having other useful items that you can't paint with watercolor. I also love just kind of finding old boxes that I can transition into stuff like this that maybe didn't have some love before, and make new use of them. This is just some other random items. I love little terrariums and little, like, the button bouquets. I actually had a button bouquet for my wedding bouquet, and buttons are very Goblincore, so I thought that might be kind of fun. Something to do with thimbles. I just have it in my brain that I want to do it. Ornaments, of course, for Christmas, and maybe even some cute little felted pals. I'm not sure, since I can't crochet and I really want to, but you know. And then I have a project for zines this year. I kind of let them die out last year, and it makes me a little sad because they did well in the beginning, and honestly my printer just wasn't what I wanted it to be. But with the new printer, I'm hoping to do a small series about the significance of different bugs and animals in Japan, because they very much love their bugs and stuff here, and I think that would sell great locally, but also give me something to do project-wise to just learn a little bit more about the culture. These are going to be the pins that I normally do with shrink plastic. I would like to kind of broaden my horizons, I guess, make some slightly more complicated images, just like I was talking about with like the stickers, and the vibe is, you know, Forgotten Garden, so overgrown stuff, maybe some skulls again, bugs, you know, it's Goblincore, all that same kind of stuff. Something I'm hoping to bring to the channel this year, not just to help my watch hours, but because I think it would just be fun and vibey to have some kind of maybe character, reoccurring, I don't know, seasonal character where I just play some great vibey music, and then you can download that as a screensaver or whatever, but you can also watch it on a YouTube video for studying or painting with, or whatever you want to do. This year I'm also hoping to work on some blog stuff. I know that this is like a kind of empty page here, but it's really because I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet. I have a couple of ideas and a few lists I might go off of, but ultimately I just want to get more people directed to my website, because eventually that is where my sales page is going to be, where my shop will be. I'll move it off of Etsy entirely when we move back to the States. Alright, and then this is going to be a challenge for myself. I am still debating about it, mostly because I'll be starting this when I am in Tennessee, and I'm not sure how it's going to work yet. But I have this idea of doing little artist trading cards, and hopefully making them literally 365 of them for a whole series, that maybe I'll turn them into something later on, but in the meantime, they would be shorts and things like that. Something exciting for my classes this year, for those of you who follow me for that, I am offering a certificate. So if you attend 6 or more of my classes and you have the artworks to show for it, I will print you out a certificate that is signed by me and 𝍊𝑋𝑼𝑛𝑎 Arts and Crafts. I think it's going to be a blast. I will be putting that up online soon, if I haven't already, on my Facebook for you all to see more details on that. The other thing I'd like to do this summer, because I'm not going to be participating in any of the big summer events since they are hot as heck, is offering some art camps for the kids June, July, and August while they're out for school. These numbers I've just kind of put up here. I'm not really sure what's going to work yet. I'm still working with arts and crafts on all of that, but it will mostly be centered around watercolor and nature because, of course, that is what I love. And then, per the request of a lot of you all on my channel, there will be lots more travel and art supplies and just general Japan stuff. Japanese culture stuff. I'm hoping to hit some more museums and things like that, especially since this will be our last full solid year here, so I don't want to miss any of the seasonal stuff. There should be lots of flowers and all kinds of things to go and do. So overall, my business goals, I've already met a couple for 2024 that I had planned for this year, so that's awesome. I hope to double my Craftcello sales next year. I would actually love to sign up with the Kadena Gift Corner, which is like a little place that I could sell my stuff, you know, in like a booth that's just there all the time. I want to build those display cases, like I said, and I would really love to get a group for my watercolor classes of more than 21 people. And then for the overall goals by the time we leave here in 2025, of course, by then YouTube, I will hopefully have monetized already, but if not, definitely by 25, a larger group of people to host, double my 1K big event sales, and hopefully have about 20K in the pocket for Minneapolis when we get there, because that is hopefully where we'll be going. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next week when I get back from Tennessee.